As I go to this ribbon cutting, there's 9,000 names, 9,000 construction workers who have been employed at some phase of this build-out. Not included were the permanent jobs created, but the folks who will be operators or otherwise work in the petrochemical plant. If you want to talk about a blue-collar jobs program, mining, manufacturing, and construction, the road to recovery goes through energy. Now you can say, well, this is a guy from Louisiana, and we all share Louisiana's perspective. Yesterday morning, I was on the phone with an energy economist in New York. And I said, we're talking. He says, listen, natural gas. He thinks, this is an economist, that maybe 50% of the growth in our country's GDP this year will be related directly or indirectly to oil and gas development. He thinks that up to 50% of our GDP growth over the next 5 years will be related to oil and gas development. I said, wait a second, you sound like a Republican, because this is not the song the president sings. He goes, oh no, I'm bipartisan. I'm actually actively advising the president's administration right now. And he said, the energy advisors get it. It hasn't yet reached the political class. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. We are putting the lid on economic development for better outcomes for all these families who, if they had these jobs, but with good benefits, would be more prosperous, because as one of the people over here, maybe Skip or Steve said, because the president's thinking about 51%. That's too bad. Now, that said, it is important for us to give that message. If we're talking about economic prosperity, we would talk about the road to recovery going through energy. Now, some of you, again, I made my joke about being a gastroenterologist. Another part of my bio is that I teach at LSU Med School. I saw down in Iowa walking in, we toured the Thibodaux Hospital here. He goes, hey man, I think you taught about 50% of your staff. And that is true. Greg Chasson and some of those other folks were my former residents. I used to be famous for my lectures on diarrhea and hepatitis. I mean, on my epitaph, it would be, you get a good diarrhea lecture. But I actually think that we here in Louisiana have answers on healthcare as well.